Hi, welcome to Sheena's Homestead. If you're new here, then I just wanted to introduce myself because I'm Sheena and this is my homestead. We are in the midst of planning a really big Valentine's party for my kids' friends and my mom friends too. So that is coming up this week. I figured that I would just start the camera and allow you guys to come along while I set up for that party. So I've started by just putting a beautiful red tablecloth down on our dining room table, and I'm going to get this area set up for crafting. In my last episode, you saw that we created mailboxes, which I'll get one for you. Super cute. This one was Liliana's, and Angelina made hers last night after she got home from volleyball. But we are doing the traditional vintage mailboxes for Valentine, so I'm really excited about that. Every kid is going to bring their own shoebox, and I am going to have lots of supplies here for them to decorate their own. I had my kids decorate theirs in advance so that they were 4 less kids sitting at this table taking up space. We're going to allow them to do their mailboxes in shifts. So my kids will help the other kids with theirs, and also little cousins who are not quite old enough to do theirs all on their own. So my kids will help with that. But today we are cleaning up, just kind of getting the lay of the land, figuring out what things we need last minute, and I'll start to pull some of my dishes out to kind of figure out what things are gonna go on what. I have this giant bag here of Trader Joe treats like you've seen in my past episodes. We're going to fill a lot of candy dishes with this kind of stuff. These were cute. I don't think I even showed you these because I just found them. They are jelly bean hearts from Trader Joe's, so we're gonna put that on. I should say we're gonna put that in a couple dishes, and of course the gummy hearts and all things like that. So this party is gonna be a little bit easier to plan as far as the food goes because Valentine's Day obviously is more about the sweets and the treats. So we're gonna have a fruit tray. We're going to have all of these little candies kind of out, and we'll see how we decide to put them together. I have a beautiful heart dish, and then I also have a heart pie dish, and I think I might use that to put some of the fruit in. So we'll see. And as we go along and get closer to party day, I will put those things together for you. So I'm gonna let you just watch as I kind of get things put together and kind of decide how I want everything to be laid out. I have this cute little tray of pom-poms. We're gonna get that on the table to use. In my last episode, you saw that I had to glue all of these. We got them from the Dollar Tree, but they didn't come with anything to stick them together with. So we had to hat glue them ourselves. But I'm just glad I figured that out before the party started, because that would have been an issue. I got some feathers. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. These will be quite fun for the kids too. Quite messy for me, but that's okay. I'm going to use one of my big glass heavy bowls for the feathers. And I know that if I use something like this, it won't be moved because it is heavy. In fact, I need to use two hands kind of to pick it up right. So I know the kids won't be able to pick it up. And that works for me. Scatter some pink ones around, some pink and white, red. Okay, so again, for this area, I'm using our really inexpensive doilies and the kitchen string that I already had. So a pack of these was $1.25 at the dollar store, and again $1.25 for these, and each one came with I think 30, so you can really stretch that pretty far. And then I am reusing my Christmas fairy lights, and I am going to just string them through from one end to the other here. I'll light them so that we can see, and I'll probably give a little twist here to the end. Just like that. Hey guys, okay, so now it is the night before the party and I am just finishing up with some prep work. We're getting cleaned up around here. I still have a lot of dirty dishes to do, but that is okay. But my next step here is I'm gonna take these chocolate chip cookies that we froze together. You remember when we did that. I'm gonna take them out, let them thaw a little bit, put some colored Trader Joe M&Ms in the top, probably pink and red for Valentine's Day, and get them on the tray and have them baked for tomorrow. So I don't have to make the whole thing because yay, I froze some. So this is why I do this. Super convenient, super easy. So I have our cookie dough out on the cookie tray thawing. You don't want to pop those straight into the oven from the freezer because they'll kind of like ball up in the center and they won't melt completely down. So we're just letting those defrost and they are on the tray ready for that. In the meantime, we are going to make brown butter Rice Krispie treats. Yes, brown butter Rice Krispie treats. You will love these. So I know Rice Krispie treats have been done over and over and over, and yes, they are a favorite, but sometimes they get a little boring. Believe me, if you take the butter and brown it before you put all the other ingredients in, add just a little bit of vanilla as well, these go completely next level. So let me show you how I make them. We're gonna start with getting the pot nice and hot. And I have got 2 sticks of butter here. I'm gonna put both sticks in. These are unsalted. I usually do buy salted butter, but Costco and actually pretty much everywhere has been just shortages on everything. So all they had was unsalted butter, and at least it was organic, so I said sold. So okay, you get that in your pot and let it cook down. Okay, I'm gonna add a pinch of salt. We might add just a little bit more as we get the marshmallows melted down too, but I'd like it to get nice and dissolved. Okay, so you can see here the butter is melted. Now I am just going to stay right here. Do not leave. And you just keep moving your butter around. And then you will start to see that it'll get to the boiling point. When it gets to the boiling point, you just gotta make sure you're moving it around on every corner of your pan. And then you'll start to smell like a nutty flavor. So that's right before it will burn. And that's when you stop. But you gotta keep moving and you can't leave. So you can hear it now. It's boiling. You want to be extra careful to make sure that as you're moving your butter around and trying to keep it from burning, that you don't slosh it on the sides and have it spray up at you at all, because it will burn you. I'm going to turn the heat down just a little bit. Make sure we don't go over our browning stage. All right. So I'm going to take this off and I will let you see what that looks like. Okay, so now you can see it is brown, and we don't want to let it sit by itself for any amount of time because the pot is still really hot and it can still burn. So we just want to keep that temperature down by doing this. See that beautiful brown color? That is exactly what we were going for. Okay, so now we are going to add our marshmallows. And again, be careful as you're pouring them in, because any splash of butter can really burn you. I'm going to move the pot back to the heat and put the heat on very low. Now, the name of this game is to go slow. You don't want to cook the marshmallows. You want them to just slowly and gradually melt in your butter. In fact, I'm going to turn this even lower. So what happens is if you cook the marshmallow in the butter, it kind of gets like caramelized is a good way to say it. It gets caramelized, and then your finished product is kind of like a crunchy, brittle Rice Krispie treat. If you let it go nice and slow and melt, that's when you get the nice chewy Rice Krispie treat. So, I mean, it is your preference. Some people like them nice and crunchy, but I prefer them ooey gooey and delicious. We don't need any little kids losing any first teeth tomorrow on our Rice Krispie treats. So, I'm gonna do our best. All right, that looks perfect. And now we are going to add 9 cups of Rice Krispies. These are, of course, from Trader Joe's, and it's organic crispy rice cereal. So I'm just getting my next set ready, but I'm gonna stir this in first. You know what? I forgot my vanilla. It's okay, it'll still taste great without it, but I'm just gonna put a little splash in since everything is really still nice and soft in here. So we'll just spread that out. And I still need 1 more cup of my cereal here. I'm gonna put another little pinch of salt. Okay, and that looks perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to spray each of my little hearts here. And then I'm going to use a rubber glove on my hand because it gets super sticky. And then you just spray the tip of your rubber glove. So you got that. Now you can work with this hand without it sticking. Just make sure it's all over. And then as soon as the Rice Krispies are cool enough to handle, you can take just a little handful like this. And that is far too much. So we'll go like this too. And you just want to shape them into that heart. My mom used to do this for us. My mom always was room mom at school, so I was always super excited to see what fun things she would come up with for our parties. And one of the things she used to do a lot was shaping Rice Krispie treats. So she would get all different kinds of molds. I remember my brother's favorite was a dinosaur. And I think my favorite was actually a heart on Valentine's Day. So you just kind of go like this, and see the hand that I don't have the glove on is completely and totally sticking. So it really is helpful. Just kind of push it in just enough that everything sticks together, but not enough that you are smashing or breaking the cereal. And technically I didn't need to dirty the whole pan for this. You could just use one corner of it if you wanted to and press each one individually because we're not cooking in this. But I like the way that the ones we did first kind of settle in and harden up. And then it also allows me to work with this, which is still warm. And it has to be warm in order for us to be able to shape it. So you do gotta work kind of quick. Just like that. This one needs a little more help here. We don't want any broken hearts. Not on Valentine's Day. Nope, nope. Rice Krispie Treats was actually one of the very first things I learned to cook on my own. I would say it was probably 8 years old when I made my first batch by myself. And let me tell you, I thought I was the coolest second grader on the block. I learned to make my own little treat. And maybe that's why I've escalated these to the brown rice version, because I've just been making them so long. I needed something different. Okay, so then you can see when they come out, they're super cute. It's a little heart. I'm gonna put this one here. I'll put them right here on this beautiful heart tray. Right like that. And we'll do our next set. I'm gonna sprinkle just a little bit of these hearts over the top while they are still gooey. Now, I'm going to test here to see if I need to respray, but no, I don't need to. Well, it's time for the taste test. So good. So many childhood memories. I absolutely love Rice Krispie Treats. But like I said, they have been done over and over and over. Browning your butter, adding the vanilla and a little bit of sea salt really takes these to the next level. I promise you, you will have everyone at your party coming up to you asking you what is different about your Rice Krispie Treats. So give them a try, let me know how it goes, leave some comments down below, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time on Sheena's Homestead. Bye!